Hi YouTube friends, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and I'm getting ready to make a room spray or a linen spray, or it's a spray that I want to spray in my home to make my air fresh and my sofas smell nice, my bedding smell nice, things like that. And the way you make a room spray is very, very simple, but there are some things you need to really consider when you're making a room spray that's a DIY spray. So you might run across these blogs or these recipes online or videos that state that you can use 80 proof alcohol or whatever alcohol, or just water and essential oils, or witch hazel and essential oils. And honestly, these are very unsafe and they're not appropriate for use in the home. And there are some reasons for that. So one of the reasons is that you want to preserve your spray because microbes grow in water. So you need to have something that preserves the spray and makes it last longer than just, like a few days, especially if you're making a 4-ounce bottle of spray, because this is going to last a little while for you. The other thing is that you need to have a substance that can solubilize your essential oils into the mixture or the solution, which is going to be your water. And that solubilizer, that liquid that you choose needs to fully incorporate your essential oils into the liquid, so that when you spray your spray, you're not getting a mass dosage of the essential oils on your linens or your bedding. And you also want to be sure that it's relatively skin safe as well. So solubilizing your essential oils into the mixture means basically that the essential oil is dissolved into the liquid. So you've got a solution. You can see this. I've got some essential oils mixed up here. This is one of my most popular scents from olden times, called Bright and Joyful, and I used to sell this spray in my shop. But this is a mixture of orange and tangerine and patchouli and what else is in this? It's cinnamon, and it's perfect for the holidays. So I've already mixed this up because I've got quite a bit here. I'll give you the recipe at the end, the exact drops and everything that I'm using. We're going to make a 4-ounce spray. So we're going to keep it pretty simple with 4 ounces. And we're going to go ahead and measure out our distilled water and our ethanol. First, let's go ahead and talk about, we just talked about what a solubilizer is. It is a liquid that dissolves the essential oil. You also need to understand what a preservative is. A preservative basically is something that kills microbes or slows or prevents their growth. So ethanol, which I've got here, 190 proof alcohol, is actually a very helpful and good preservative and solubilizer. So I'm going to actually be using this liquid to do double duty in my spray. And I'm going to tell you the exact concentration you need of this liquid in order to meet your purposes. The other liquid that we have here is distilled water. One of the things I get asked about all the time is what exactly is ethanol and does it work? So ethanol is basically a fermented liquid made from starchy, grains, or even cane sugars, or potatoes, things of that nature. And it's an alcohol. So this is a very, very high proof alcohol, but you can buy ethanol in other proofs too, like you might see 80 proof vodka. That is a form of ethanol. It's 40% alcohol. That's not strong enough to do what we want to do here. In fact, I suggest that you don't use anything less than 150 proof alcohol, and 190 proof is best for making a safe and preserved room spray. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll dig into the recipe and how to do this properly. So first of all, we're going to take our ethanol, and since I'm making 4 ounces, I've got about 30 milliliters of my ethanol. I want at least 20 to 30% of my mixture to be alcohol. All right, so in this case, since I'm using 190 proof, that's 95% alcohol in this little beaker. That's going to give me about 25% alcohol in my room spray or my linen spray, and that's what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that into my bottle first. Again, this is a 4-ounce bottle. And next up, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my drops of essential oil. So I'm using about 4.5 mils, or I would say this is roughly about 100 drops or so, about 80 to 100 drops of my essential oil mixture. And I'm gonna pour that into my 4-ounce bottle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my cap on for a second. And I'm gonna shake this really, really well for a couple of moments. That is going to solubilize the essential oils, or dissolve the essential oils into the alcohol. Now, once I do this, and once those essential oils are completely dissolved into the alcohol, now I can add my water and shake that up, and that the essential oils are going to stay dispersed. Not only that, but the mixture will be preserved. So even though I'm using water in this, which grows microbes like crazy, it's going to be very, very preserved. And while I'm shaking this, I'm going to give you the recipe for my Bright and Joyful room spray, and I know you're going to love this. So what I used in this 4-ounce bottle was 50 drops of tangerine or mandarin, beautiful, beautiful essential oil. I used 20 drops of orange essential oil, and I used 20 drops of cinnamon leaf essential oil, and I used 10 drops of patchouli. And altogether, this spray is amazing. It was one of my top sellers when I used to have a product shop many, many years ago. And I can look at this mixture and see that it's looking a little cloudy, and that's actually a good thing. And it's starting to kind of clear up a little bit. The essential oils are sitting on the top still, somewhat. So I'm going to keep shaking it for a moment. Now, I just want to say one more thing too, is that when you get this all finished, you definitely want to be sure that you do shake anyway before you spray it. It's just the safe thing to do. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my water in. It looks pretty good. And I am adding, so this, what I used was approximately 1 ounce of my ethanol. I'm using about 3 ounces minus a teaspoon or so of distilled water. And that's going to be right to about the shoulder of the bottle, okay? And there we go. Now you can see when you add the water, look how it does turn very, very cloudy. And that is a very, very normal reaction when you've got a completely solubilized product. And then of course I'm going to put my label on here and basically say what it's for. It's a room spray or a linen spray. This stuff smells so good. My brother-in-law used to run a little shop in a small town in southern Utah, and he sprayed this all the time, and customers would come in, and when he had just sprayed this, or when it was evident in the air, they bought more. And they just loved the scent. And he was selling this in his shop too, but it was very popular. Okay, so that is how you make a properly preserved and solubilized room or linen spray. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. We're into natural living over here, herbalism, aromatherapy, and having a clean, healthy life, and being self-reliant along the way. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to get my free herbal remedy guide, the link is up there in the top thing, or you can go down into the description below. So that little place where it says see more, you can click on that, and I have all my links and things and places where you can find me. So enjoy this. It's great for the holidays, perfect for November and December, and making your home smell absolutely beautiful. I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.